Hey there, it's Hope from Polished Hope, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about one of my favorite type of meetups to promote your business, and that is the You, Me, and Three. So you might ask what a You, Me, and Three is. Well, it's really simple. It's a quick, easy meetup that usually consists of the stylist, you, your hostess, and 3 to 5 of the hostess's friends, hence You, Me, and Three. Where does it happen? Well, the best place for You, Me, and Three is somewhere that's usually a business. So a coffee shop, a cafe, a restaurant, staff lunchroom, play places. I've used all these in the past and they have been amazing places to really meet your guests, meet your future customers, and get in and get out super duper quick. These are not usually done in the hostess's home. This is to take the pressure off the hostess of having to have a bunch of people in her house. How does it work? So your hostess wants to make sure that she has between 3 and 5 friends at the meetup, so she might need to ask more than 3 to 5 people. You arrive about 10 minutes prior to the guests getting there so that you can make sure that you get a large enough table. You have a chance to chit chat with the hostess to talk about your roles during the event, and that way you are ready to go when they show up. You want to make sure that everybody can demo the samples and then allow people to buy product from your stock. Stock is always best for this, that instant gratification, but if you don't have stock, you just need to make sure that you've got catalogs and order forms enough for everybody in attendance. Remember to ask them if they want to host their own You, Me, and Three later on. Before the meetup, you and the hostess are going to chat about all the fun stuff that's going to go on. You want to get her super excited and knowing why she wants to do this. Pick a time in the cafe or restaurant that isn't super busy to make sure that you can get a good table. Make sure that you provide the script to a hostess ahead of time to have her say, hey, my friend Sarah is joining us for a really brief time to sample a new product that I know you are going to love, love, love. Make sure the hostess gives you the names of the attendees that are going to be coming. This becomes key for follow-up later on. I'm a big recipe card girl. I always will be. I'm a digital planner, but I love the recipe card. So I will actually create recipe cards for each of the guests that are going to be coming so that I have those ready to go when we talk about follow-up. We'll do that in a little bit. It's key that your guests know that you will only be there for a short time and that this is totally not a full sales pitch and the hostess is looking forward to catching up with her friends. What sort of stuff do you need to take? Well, you need to take sample kits for everyone in attendance, but I am a big believer in bringing at least 4 more. The reason why you want to bring 4 more is you are going to run into servers, cashiers, baristas that are really going to be interested in what you're doing. And it's an awesome chance for you to hand them a kit and make sure that they know who you are and that they can get this amazing product from you. If you have inventory, take your inventory. Don't take your whole inventory. It can be way too overwhelming, especially if you have a lot. I like to take at least one of every color that I have. And then if I have extras, I'll leave those in the car. But you don't want to be too overwhelming, but you want to make sure that those popular colors that you've got them. So if 1 or 2 people want to pick them, you can make sure that they're happy. Make sure you take order forms and pens. Take a form of payment processing. I use Square. Make sure you take change, catalogs, and additional sample cards that they can take with them if they know someone else that would be interested. Again, pens, pens, pens. I cannot tell you how many times I have forgotten pens. Make sure you take business cards as well. Once you get there, let everybody sit down and get quick and comfy. Have your hostess introduce you. That is a really great way to give you that validation of who you are. Do a really quick intro of the product and get the samples into the people fast. Make sure you have at least one of your nails that's clean, but it's great if you have a fresh manicure ready to go to show all the super fun stuff. If the hostess is comfortable with the product, have her demo the product. It really does give, again, it gives that validity and safeness, and it's not like you're there pushing a product. Have her pick through your binder first, pick out the ones that she's most excited about, and have her leave them on the table. If one of her guests is interested in one of the colors that she has picked, make sure that she understands that she can give it to them, and you can always refill the order later. Explain that there's anything if they want in the current catalog they would like, you can order it and get it to them ASAP, but don't rush people flipping through the binder. Encourage them to pull out the ones that they like. You can always put them back in later if they don't purchase them. During the presentation, let me explain something to you. The less you talk, the better. If the hostess knows the product really well, have her demo. You want to be all ears and not all mouth when it comes to this. You just want to be there to answer questions. Encourage people to ask you questions. Do they want to know more about the product? Do they want to know more about the business? Make sure that you are paying attention. The other thing is too, you got to have a little bit of a memory on this, because when you get to the car, don't just drive away. And I know sometimes we get in a rush. Make sure you've scheduled yourself 15 minutes in the car before you leave, that you really can take notes about the different people. This is why having those names ahead of time is great, because you can actually write down the notes on the cue cards or the order forms of the clients. Things to keep in mind is, are they involved in volunteerism? Are they doing renovations on a house? Anything that they've brought up that could later on be shown that you were paying attention is important to write on those cue cards. The follow-up. You will hear me say this over and over and over again. The fortune is in the follow-up. Make sure that you send a thank you card to your hostess after the fact. Make sure you're following up with any of your customers that have purchased within a couple of days. You want them using those nail strips right away. The faster they use them, the faster they use them up, and the faster they're going to reorder. Make sure that you're talking to them if they have any questions or concerns. You are always available for them. The other great thing to do is, if you've gotten an email address, or better yet, you know their names and you can find them on Facebook, friend request them and then ask them to join your VIP group or follow you on your other social medias. What happens after? Make sure you order those products quick, quick, quick. Do not leave them in the carts for too long. The reason is that people want their product and they want it now. Again, follow up with your hostess with a nice card, handwritten card. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure it's personalized. Don't pre-write them. I know that's really super hard. You can actually write that while you're in the car before you run away, but do get that into the card as soon as possible. I like to follow up with any guests that have placed orders within 2 days. Anyone who's ordered, I try and follow up in 2 weeks. And then I have a monthly check-in with my hostesses and my customers to make sure that they are using and loving the product. So that's everything about a You, Me, and 3 that you need to know to get you up and running. If you've got any questions, make sure you ask. I am always here to assist you. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.